guys, and welcome to another great night of gaming with Silverstand. So, we have the raucous Roya, the marvelous
Hello.
Miles,
Hello.
the tremendous Travis,
I have pipes.
Mila the magnificent,
At your
and our
service!
stupendous Sharayah.
Oh, hi.
So, as you guys may know, may have noticed, we are online today, and that is mostly due to your resident DM and the craziness of my my wife's schedule. But the path to the dean's list will not tread itself, and she treads it very well. So, we shall do all we can to support her this eve by being remote in our gaming. So, quick content warning for this evening, guys. You will be dealing with a little bit of body horror, a little bit of ickiness. So I want to once more reiterate our safety tools. If you hit a scene and it starts to hit you just, it starts to give you the heebie-jeebies and a little bit of the nopes, yellow. Yellow lets me know that I'm being too descriptive or that the current scene is weirding you out and I need to kind of slide things over a little bit. Red. Red lets me know that something has gone catastrophically wrong and we need to stop now. Okay? Please, if you need to, use these safety tools. They are there for your benefit. Okay? All right. So, in our last episode, the group, as of yet unnamed adventurers, ventured into the Undercity below Silverstand, whereupon the main group hit a trap, separating Ivy from the rest of the group, as they were set upon by a plethora of kobolds. Having faced down these raucous little lizards, you found them to be infected with some sort of malaise that, when you killed them, the pustules upon their body would burst and cause you to feel sickened. Ivy, for your part, you were somewhat trapped in an ancient temple and set upon by an undead warrior in gleaming black and silver armor. You triumphed after a very long and hard-fought battle, hardly keeping your feet by the end of it, but you walked away with a set of gleaming armor, and you were alerted. And after donning said armor, you could hear the sounds of battle echoing down the hallways before you, and that's where we're going to pick things up, guys. So, if you'll kindly look to the little screen I'm sharing. Here's the current situation. You have Ivoc, Vaderin, and Kyie here, and Poppy, you're just around the corner here.
Vaderin.
Vaderin's right here. So, as you guys are finishing up the last of the creatures, you hear a and you hear the scratching of claws upon stone in this tight claustrophobic dark space. Every sound is amplified and plays off the walls. Every scent is cloying at your lungs with the long stale underground air. Every breath is hard fought for, as the walls seem to press in upon you in this darkness. And at the last second, through this door, you see several more of the lizard-like creatures, these kobolds, come scrambling through, all of them armed. I want everybody to roll for initiative, please.
Including me or no?
Yes, including you.
Initiative bonus. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So 20.
Forgot I have a negative initiative bonus.
25 to 20. So only Kyie?
Dirty 20.
I got 3.
Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
Darn.
18.
Okay, so Poppy, Ivoc, and Ivy, what did you get?
10.
I got 3.
Yep, I've already got you in there, Travis.
Okay, just
No
second.
problem. So,
Just make sure you heard me.
our order is as follows. Kyie, Poppy, Vaderin, Ivy, Ivoc, and then the enemy. They rolled a nat 1. So, the kobolds come rushing through the gap on the far end here. I'm just going to put them on the ground here.
What infusion did I use?
All right. So, 5 of them come scurrying into the room, scuttling over each other. In some cases, just clawing over and leaping over each other. While another one, the only other one you can see, lurks back behind that door. So, with that, it brings us to Kyie. How would you like to proceed?
So I handily past Roya, left my note that my right of dawn is up.
Mm-hmm. Right?
So I had to close the distance with that first kobold closest to me. Kind of more at a... that's fine. I'm going to get flanked no matter what I do, if no one else moves up. Except... yeah, well, no, actually, I think try to stem them coming in straight is fine.
Okay.
And so I move up. That's my movement. Action, bonus action.
Yep. And
Attack.
You still have, I think, 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. We'll see how these attacks go. So Kai's going to be like, there's a persistent lot of... Whoa, where's the voice coming from? There we go. That's a persistent lot of them, isn't it? No, whoa. That was weirdly Irish. Not channeling her yet. Hopefully I will with this roll. Oh no. That's a 10 on the first hit.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I don't have them queued up.
The voice is off. The roll is off.
Where did you go? There we go. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
So I get one more swipe with my bonus, right? Okay, let's try that again. That is... Okay, yeah, that was cocked. Does a 15 hit?
15 definitely hits.
Okay, and that would be, because it's my offhand, that would be the short sword or the dagger? It would be the short?
Yeah, short blade.
Okay. No, don't put up the pop-up. Okay, there we go. Short sword is D6. Okay, that's with that. Plus damage. Where's my right? Resistance to necrotic. 1d4. So 4 plus... Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry, the brain is just starting to work today. Min damage possible with another +1. So 5 damage total.
5 damage total. That is actually just enough to kill him.
Oh, good.
So your blade arcs through the air, striking the first kobold. Sorry, you aren't the only one who's having a bit of an off day. Hang on. So as Kyie leaps forward to meet the creature, it ducks under her first blade, her saber. However, she manages to reverse grip the short sword, bringing it up under its chin and ending the creature's life and slipping it off. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, however.
Yep. Where's my con? That's a 2. I get it right in the mouth.
Well, we can work with that. As the beast comes, as the little cultist comes sliding off your dagger, the pustules and the sores on its body erupt, and it actually spatters you in the mouth and the eyes, and you immediately feel nauseated. So, until the end of your next turn, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, that's not great. I still have, honestly, trying to move is just going to get me attack of opportunities right now, so I'll just be like spitting and sputtering like, oh, that tastes vile.
All right, that brings us to
It's indeed quite unpleasant.
So
Poppy pokes her head around the corner. And can she see? Yeah, she can see from where she is. How many feet away is she, Jared?
Roughly 60, but
Yeah.
but she's
The internet.
she's about.
Oh, that's no problem for a crossbow.
Yeah, none whatsoever. That's only
Disadvantage because her friend is in.
Nope, no disadvantage.
Melee.
No disadvantage when they're in melee. That's not a thing when.
All right.
It was a thing way back when, but the only disadvantage you have now is whether they're prone or if they've got certain types of cover, I believe. So.
Well, she is going to shoot her crossbow at that kobold at the front.
Go for it.
Actually, the one right behind it.
This one here?
The one behind it.
Oh, this one over here?
The one that's more in the doorway. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that the melee ones can get stabbed, and I'm going to try and take out the one behind it. Without splash damage. And she is going to see if that hits. That is a 21, I think.
21 is a hit.
I think I have a +5, so that's a 21.
That's a hit.
And she's gonna go and send her little flying creatures to do a little bit of extra damage.
Sorry, you cut out. What was your damage on that?
11.
Okay, 11. You're
+5 from the storm.
Oh, well, the 11 did it. So
Just annihilated.
the 11
Okay, I obliterated them then.
Yeah, so you line up your shot and it's just the thing of beauty. You whiz right under Kai's ear as she ducks around another kobold. And the arrow comes sliding through the other two kobolds, almost seeming to weave through them before striking the other one right between the eyes and dropping him. And to add insult to injury, your bees then begin to swarm the body, doing their little bee dance as they do so.
Ooh. For my bonus, I would like to mark them as my enemy.
Cool. The kobolds? Or one in particular? Which one did you want to mark? Or can you mark all of them or just one of them?
I think with my ability, I have to choose one, so I will choose the one in behind it, actually.
Okay, this guy far over here.
The one in the doorway. Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to see
That one
him
there, yeah.
from where you're at. Your site.
Corner to corner, I can see.
Hang on, yeah, you're right. You would just be able to see him. Huh.
That's handy.
That is really handy. All right. So
Killer. All right.
All right, and with that, it brings us to Vaderin.
Can you zoom in on our enemies? I'm having trouble distinguishing them from the shadows.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, so 3 right there.
Yep.
And there's 1 or 2 more.
There's 3 there, and then 1 in the room so far.
1 in the other room, you mean? Yeah, okay. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And see if I can just kind of wedge myself in the doorway, honestly.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's Ivoc. So
I'm not that hairy.
yeah. So that brings you 3 tiles in. And I'd say it's a little tight for you to get there. You can get there after you kill this first guy, but not like.
Okay, I can do that after I
Yeah.
attack. More like a charge attack, almost charging through them.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'll just Vaderin will see all of the extra action coming into the room. Oh yes, and I wanted to clarify: did we get a short rest between encounters here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so he was just starting to let his guard down a little bit, and you could see sort of the battle edge start to go away, and then you hear the skittering, and they all come in, and the action picks up. Very well, we'll continue where we left off. And that's not the Spanish accent I'm going for, but again, we'll get there. Charges forward with a 15 plus 3 to
That's
hit.
a hit.
18. And let's see, that'll be a 1d8. Where is the paladin dice? I just got it.
Oh, you got paladin dice.
Ta-da!
Woo!
That's a 7 plus 1 slashing with my battle axe. So Vaderin comes charging through. Very well, if this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be! And charges forward and slices right through this guy, I think, right?
The axe takes his kobold in the middle, striking right through him, and you don't even stop. You keep charging through. But do give me a constitution save as we take you to your last destination.
On save, right. That'll be a 18, flat 13, yep.
13. You close your mouth as the ichor spatters across your mouth. You wipe it with the back of your hand and just continue forward. So you did save. And you are now in...
I'm going to retract my first attack roll because I was supposed to have disadvantage because I'm still sickened from the last time I got splatter on me.
Okay, not a problem.
So, we can pretend that was how he wanted that to go, and it didn't go that way because I rolled a 2 instead.
Oh no! Okay, hang on. I gotta put a.
Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you for your honesty, buddy. So
I had my little sticky note right in front of me, and I was just like, "I'm gonna roll," and it was fun. Yeah.
Not a problem. So as you're coming through, the kobold actually slides underneath, and his spear is right at your chest in that moment. And it glances off your armor, but it halts your momentum right there. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
As a bonus, I don't have a lot of bonuses at the moment. I think 1 or 2 spells here, maybe. Whose are... I think we're okay there for now. Is it possible to hold a bonus action?
Yeah.
You have to like hold your
I don't
turn or
think
whatever,
so,
right?
but let me double check.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just looking here. That's damage, and that would be where's my other bonus. Yeah, I think I'm good
Nope,
actually.
afraid not.
We'll hold off for now. He just kind of takes the momentum stoppage and kind of stumbles back and oops, okay, a little rusty here. Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem, buddy.
Well, Kai can't see you stumble, old man. Also, Hunwell, it's not your turn. My screen's doing the weird hemorrhage thing again. Could you come look?
Okay, I'll be right there.
Thanks.
All right, so that brings us back to Ivy. Ivy, you are where we left you at the last, kneeling in this desecrated temple to uh, to some strange god. You rise up to your feet, and you can hear the sounds of battle. And as what would you like to do in this moment as you hear these battle cries and the sound of steel upon steel ringing down that dark corridor?
Do I recognize the voices as my party?
You wouldn't be able to at this range. Right now, it's got that weird guttural sound of noise that's been bounced around a cave wall too much.
Okay, then I will slowly approach. I will not rush forward. I will just cautiously make my way until I can determine what I am walking into.
All right. So as you walk into the darkness, you feel it press in upon you as you step into the dark, and I think we mentioned this last time, but I'm going to do it again just so that the others can kind of see it. As you move away, you're so focused on what's going on ahead of you that you don't see the singular pair of candles being lighted up at your back upon the altar of this temple. But you're in the corridor. You're along your way. You are smelling the wondrous scents of the Undercity, the moss and the damp, and the ancient dust that claws at your throat as you move through this corridor. The stone is smooth and well ordered, but that's where we're going to leave you for this round. And that brings us to Ivoc.
Okay. First thing, just to clarify, Vaderin failed on his attack there. Is that what happened? I missed that part. Okay. And that was that one that's just like kind of kitty corner to him there? Okay. Gotcha.
I had too much poop in my eyes.
I am going to use Bardic Inspiration on Vaderin.
Okay.
And say, what am I going to say? What is it? I had a saying I was going to say. Can I say my pipes are behind you? And cast Bardic Inspiration on Vaderin.
Sure. Do you want to be playing your pipes as well to bring in Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, why not?
Okay.
And it echoes. We're in a closed space, so it echoes, and it's really obnoxiously loud and everything.
Yeah, no, you set.
Oh, okay, I hear you. Thank you.
So yeah, your
Is
pipes
it a
just
D4?
ring off the walls as you fill the bag, and then and you start letting the notes, and it just wails off the wall. Ivy, at this point, you begin to hear the pipes echoing through the corridor towards you, so you would be able to identify these as bagpipes.
Was that a D4 for Bardic Inspiration?
D6.
D6. My hero.
And then I would like to cast Vicious Mockery
Mm-hmm.
on the one that's kind of in the corner there.
Okay. I think that's a saving throw for me. And that is a
Wisdom saving throw.
What did you do first?
I cast Bardic Inspiration on the Darren.
That's a 13.
Now
for
you're doing
him.
vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Killer.
Okay, so I don't know what I did. Wisdom saving throw, and he built. I mean,
And your wisdom saving throw, the DC is on your third page. It's the 13 charisma.
So
Oh, but this is wisdom.
yeah, which means what?
So it's a 13 DC.
yeah, so it would be a 13 DC, but he my end rolls wisdom.
Saved.
So he just barely makes it. He rolled a 15 minus 2, so just barely holds on.
Okay, so
So what do you say to him?
I'll succeed or take. What
What
do
do
you
I
think?
say to him?
In order to mock him.
What are these things?
They're like little dragon type creatures.
They're like
Doggy,
little lizards.
dog dragon
they're
creatures.
about 2 or 3 feet tall.
Lizard creatures.
Very skinny. Currently, they're covered by black pustules. They've got red, scaly skin and the elongated snout of a lizard.
Matter doesn't have to be teammate safe.
Oh, you
You smell bad.
Your height is terrible.
So yeah, they just kind of shake that off. They know that they're average size for a kobold. One of them lifts his little loincloth and wiggles his dingleberries at you in reprisal and just carries on with the day. Braveheart style, lift that kilt.
I'm afraid.
All right.
Um,
And that's your action and your bonus
Yeah.
action. Would you like to
Did you
make
wanna move?
any movement? So you could retreat or you can try and... Sorry?
Can I just move up 2 squares?
1, 2, here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
All right.
That's it.
So now it's the enemy's turn. First one here is going to strike at Ivoc. And that is a 12 plus 4, 16.
They have bows?
Is it
Do they have
moving
both?
up or does it have
Did you mean
bows?
Vaderin?
Sorry, Vaderin.
What happened to Vaderin, sorry?
Does a 16 hit?
Does a 16 hit? Absolutely not.
Okay. So the creature winds back with the spear and strikes out at you, but you manage to get your shield down in time, protecting yourself. It squawks as it does, and it's going to try and skitter back through the door. So do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Oh, may I? That is a heck of an angle. It's better, but that's not better. And I'm still rolling with disadvantage, so it only gets worse from here. And it did. He's still kind of smearing things out of his face and just, but he doesn't get anything.
What did you roll?
A 2 again.
Okay, sorry. Not to rub salt in the wound. So you swing
All
wildly,
good.
trying to wipe the ichor
Put
out of
that
your
dice
face.
away.
The creature just kind of, and you can hear it kind of making this guttural, almost dry laugh as it skitters away from you. All right, that brings us to this guy. He's going to make a ranged attack on Kyie, and he does so with advantage because of pack tactics. Okay, that's a 21.
Yeah, that does hit. Not that you needed me to tell you that.
No, I actually kind of did, so thank you. So that's going to be a 4 damage. So this one just kind of lets loose with this really rickety old rusted slingshot, like something you'd find in a sporting goods store, and lets loose with this little rock and strikes Kyie just above the eye before drawing itself back through the door. All right, there.
Drowish swears.
Well, warded elf swears, yes.
Yes.
All right, and the last one can't run, really. So he's going to make an attack on Ivy. No advantage on this one. And that's an 11.
Ivy's not here.
Sorry, Kyie.
11 doesn't hit.
Okay. So this one tries to charge you with a dagger. You get your blade up in time, and you manage to parry it away. But with that, that is the end of the round, guys. Now we come on to Kyie.
Okay, and I'm just gonna...
All right, this guy's going to duck around the corner real quick. Sorry, I forgot one's turn. So he's just going to duck right here.
So I'm going to just try to take this little guy out.
Okay, go for it.
With my first attack. Wow! Okay, so that was at disadvantage. I rolled a nat 20, but we don't get to keep that. But the other is of 18 plus 5.
That's a hit.
So, redemption. Let's see if my damage is also redemption. Let's see, where's my attacks? Attacks, where did you go? With my rapier, that's the
Saber.
D8.
Oh, sorry.
Saber.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's rapier in my
sorry.
my notes.
Sorry, bud.
Whoop.
I should not.
No,
should
it's
not
okay.
have spoken up.
Saber.
Like that. My bad.
No, it's okay. You're fine. That's 8 plus 3. So sorry. So 7 is piercing, and then 4 of that is radiant.
All right. So your blade. Are you going to do a slash or a thrust?
If I could slash and try to push it back, I know that's probably not going to happen in this, but yeah. Trying to keep the gore away from me, not towards me.
Unfortunately, that's not really going to happen, but we can work it in for flavor. So you bash it in the face with the pommel of your saber, driving it in before slicing down across its midsection. Please make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
I know. 7.
7? Unfortunately, a 7 does not make
7.
it. So you continue to be sickened
again
until your next
for
round.
next time.
You can feel you almost want to retch as you can feel the bile rising up through your throat. But with
I should have kept my goggles on.
But with that,
at least to keep it out of my eyes.
But with that,
I still have movement and bonus.
Oh, sorry, my bad, buddy.
Of bonus. So I'm going to move up into the hallway.
Up here?
Yeah, until I am in melee with somebody.
All right, as you come through here, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no, it's a trap. It's a trap. That's why they're running back. I know the kobolds know what they're doing, and I still did it. Oh my god! 12 on both dice.
12?
It's a trap!
12 actually just
12 on both dice, plus... Well, no, I didn't add my dex to that, so it's 15 total.
Awesome. So as you're...
But the fact that I rolled the exact same thing on the die.
So as you roll through, you manage to dive over a set of spikes that rise up from the ground, almost like a little portcullis. You dive over top of them, coming into a roll over top, and you are now within melee range of the first two.
There's spikes! And then I guess I'm going to try to hit again with my short sword. 19 and a 10, plus 5, 15. So,
a hit.
Would have been better, but a 15.
Which one are you attacking?
And then, still with... first guy and...
So there's one here and one
the
here.
guy who's clipped into the wall.
Okay, that's safe.
Yeah, I'll take that guy, because the others might be able to hit the one directly in front of me.
Copy your hunter's mark.
So that
your enemy has been just gacked. just so you're aware.
So that's 3 piercing and oh wait, is my Dawn right? Did I think I only did so take 1 damage off of not this last guy but the other. Dawn right is only up on the
Yeah, not a problem.
saber, not on the short sword. That's my
Not a
bad.
problem.
But yeah, so that's 5 piercing on this
That's
one.
still enough to take him out. So I need another.
And again,
Yeah, another saving throw, please.
does 10 do it?
10 does do it. Unfortunately, you are still sickened, but you're not. You know, we're just doing it for hoop and giggle at this point.
Yay!
But you are not double sickened.
This one at least doesn't get in my face.
Yeah. So this one you actually manage to, as you come out of your roll, you bring your left-handed blade across the other one's throat, and you actually manage to spin his body so he's facing the other way when his blood sprays out.
Yay!
All right.
Do I have any movement left to just move out of the door line?
Unfortunately,
or
no,
was
that's
that all of
everything
it?
you got.
Okay, I am in the doorway.
Which brings us to
That is my turn.
That brings us to Poppy.
Alright, I'm gonna come in and go to this bottom left corner of this room, so I'm looking down a straight channel.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that can get you right there.
Yeah, perfect.
So she killed the one.
And she's gonna.
She killed the one that you had marked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, all good. I am going to load another crossbow bolt. Actually, I'm gonna go 5 feet back to the right.
5 feet.
So that I can shoot at the one just further, so that when it splashes, it doesn't hit my ally.
This one right here?
And try and hit, that one right there. That is a 20 to hit.
That's it.
A 6 damage, and a 6 from the swarm.
All right. So again, you just strike this guy down. Your swarm flying in behind and just takes out the body. Kyie, as you are coming out of your roll, you have just enough time to see that there are 2 more kobolds pressed up against a barrier over here. Both of them armed with nasty-looking crossbows. Peeking over the top of this barricade, and they are aimed at you in this moment. Sorry.
Thank God I'm slightly behind a door.
So yeah, sorry, I did forget to mention that in the excitement of you getting that other guy. So, with that,
Okay.
Ivy.
That was a prepared action? they're not launching it at me right now.
They're not ready to launch. They can't see you yet, but they are prepared for the first person they can see. You can see them at this moment. They don't have a clear shot at you. They do have a ready to action.
Yeah.
So, Ivy.
Okay.
The sounds of battle grow closer and closer and closer. And as you are running, the scent of wet earth and old tomb is replaced by the coppery scent of blood. You can see light streaming through like a line of rocks ahead of you. Like there's a little outline of light before you. What would you like to do?
I'll head towards the sounds and the light.
Mm-hmm. You find yourself standing in front of what looks like a secret door. There's a small lever off to the one side.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Okay. That brings Ivy back into the fold, guys. So as you pull the lever, Ivy, the door slides in and opens off on the wall and deposits you right here. You find yourself looking over at Kyie, covered in blood and surrounded by enemies. For Kyie, for your part,
it's mostly not mine.
Kyie, for your part, You see Ivy standing in an archaic suit of armor, looking battered and bruised. One side of her face is cut, the other side has a massive bruise in the shape where the Revenant's shield bashed her. But she's alive. And at that moment, these two guys are going to use their ready to action to attack Ivy.
Yep.
One.
Look out!
One is a 16, the other's a 14.
They both miss.
All right, Ivy. As you step in, you get just enough time from Kai's warning that you get behind your shield and dong dong, 2 explosive arrows strike your shield, and you feel the impact, but you have enough time to brace, and you can feel the runes glowing on the black metal of your armor. The silver almost illuminates the area around you. What do these runes look like?
They look like the wings of a raven.
Okay, yeah. So the runes flare, and they're reminiscent of raven wings casting off feathers down the arms and the legs, and you can feel them flare as they protect you against the heat. But you have another 15 feet of movement, I should say.
And I'll say, did you go shopping without me?
It's a long story.
I
I'll
look forward
explain
to
shortly.
Sorry.
I will run up to the one that's directly in front of me.
That's easily within your reach.
Cool. And then, do I still have an action or no?
You do.
Was pulling the lever my action? Or
Just an interaction.
Okay.
I don't really count those as actions when traversing.
Okay, cool. I will hit it, hopefully.
By the way, they explode and it's gross and terrible.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
He does a 15 hit.
15 hits.
Cool. Then I will roll my damage. Oh, that was sad. 4.
4. So unfortunately, a 4 does not end the creature's life. You manage to slide your blade and twist, but the creature actually grabs your wrist and begins to pull itself up your blade. For the deathless! For the sacred rat! All right.
A rat?
Any bonus action you'd like to take?
No, I don't have one.
Okay. That brings us to Ivoc.
Okay, well, I am going to...
Yeah, where was I in the initiative? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You should have gone before Ivy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
That's
sorry,
okay. That's
Bob.
fine. I would have taken that extra time to
Okay, so it's
get
not-
all the
it's
gun
not
off
my
my
turn?
face.
Not your turn yet. Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
he skipped Miles.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, okay. I'm used. Oh, good. Yeah, we can go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if that's
I rolled
okay.
it by accident.
Or I
Sorry.
can.
So where do you want to go?
Yeah, here is fully going in the room. Vaderin, more of the previous gunk. Is that that's the soldier? Is that the soldier? I think we have the soldier back. Let's go. And I'll charge through there if he can. I'm looking to see how far I can get.
So that's 3. You can get right behind Roya, unfortunately. You don't have enough movement to move through.
Okay. Okay, and then the was the trap fully dealt with? Is that out of the way now?
It retracted and it's reset itself, but it didn't have anybody to set it off at this time.
I see. Okay. I was like, I wasn't going to trip something. Okay. Okay. So in this case, sort of peeking in the doorway, let's go with, I have my spell cards. Sorry. looking for funny gifts instead of preparing my turn, and that's on me.
Sorry guys, can I get everybody else to mute their ears for the moment?
There.
Yeah, everybody mute your ears for just a second.
Oh, like
Deafen
deafen?
yourselves out for a second.
Like deafen
Yep.
ourselves?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's another button. Yeah, you got it.
Travis, there's another button there that has a set of headphones on it.
Where'd you do that in this window?
It's on the
Sure,
it's
I
on
know
the bottom next to the little microphone. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you just right click on your window, you can find the
We got it.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Yeah,
There we
okay.
go. So what's your oath, just out of question? What did we decide? I can't remember.
Oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker. Okay, so in this moment you are an Oathbreaker. Good.
Yeah.
That works. So as you are rushing towards the room, you hear the voice of your patron upon your ears. Do what you must. Regain my favor, O failed one. Okay, and with that, come on back.
Come on back.
Come on back. Come on back. Come on back.
Did our characters all go blind for a second?
Just a little bit of stuff for Miles and I. That's all.
I don't think Travis is back yet, just FYI.
I don't think he can see us. There you go. All right. So what
Sorry, I figured it out.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So Miles, what spell did you want to cast?
I'm going to fire a magical projectile, otherwise known as magic missile. And let's see if I remember how to do this. Where is my tray? I covered it in sheets. There it is. All right, so peeking through the doorway here, Vaderin sort of takes stock of where we are, welcomes Ivy back to the fold. Good to see you again. It is wonderful to have the whole party back together. And by the way, let's see if we can clean these up quickly, shall we? He's getting a little irritated.
So which one are you going?
So that will be
the only one
a.
you can see right now is the one ahead of you. You've got a door in the way for the
Really?
other two. Yeah. See?
Oh, I see it now. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so it'll be the one I can see.
Magic missile doesn't require you to see them, does it?
Don't
Oh yeah.
worry about it.
I'll hit that anyways. That's fine. And here comes the damage roll. Is that it? I think so. Yeah. So that's a 9.
9 takes him out.
No wait.
So
Did I do that right?
Kyie.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good? Okay. All right.
Yep.
So, Kyie, you see the one in front of you just all of a sudden. What does this energy blast look like, Vaderin, as you cast it? And how do you send it out?
He sort of, after that initial greeting, he's sort of peeking around the door and basically sort of brandishes his shield, cracks it against the door, and sort of, with his battle axe hand, sort of a couple of fingers flick out, and there's this really like muddy colored crackling beam of energy that just kind of goes straight into the body of the kobold.
So this energy beam screams over Kai's shoulder, this energy bolt screams over Kai's shoulder, striking the kobold in the throat, and it actually bursts his head as he falls to the ground. Kyie, unfortunately, you need to make another saving throw.
Oh shoot. Okay, sorry about that.
Just as kind of like, that doesn't look holy.
He's old. It's unpolished. Okay.
What'd you get?
2. It's 12 and a 2, and it's still a disadvantage as a 2. So it's just blah.
You need to
It's like,
retire that
uh-oh, but
dice.
worse.
Holy moly. Okay, so nothing additional
No,
happens.
that one rolled the 20 last time. It's good.
So
Balance.
So, yeah, you aren't any more sickened than you were before, but that is one more off the field. And,
Wait.
Sorry?
Was that Kyie or Ivy?
That was the one in front of Kyie. You can't see the one in front of Ivy with this door in the way.
Oh, okay.
You only see the one in front of you.
I totally was not seeing the same thing.
But
Okay.
yeah, Ivy, at this point, you've come in, you've rampaged, and that does bring us to Ivoc.
Okay. So, I'm assuming since there's like 2 people in the doorway, I can't actually get in that room, eh?
No, you can't pass. You
You
can pass through the square of an ally, but it costs you double movement.
Okay, well, I can barely even get to the door, so I don't think that matters. I'm going to move. I don't really want to be directly behind them. Can I, like, kind of go in that square that's kind of the corner of the wall, or is that a square, or is that not
right there?
allowed?
Or right here.
Or the one ahead of it. Can I do that? Yeah. Is that allowed or no?
It is, but it's kind of weird with this. You know what? Yeah, there you are. Yeah, we can have you hugging the wall.
Cool. And I was going to throw a dagger at one of them, but I'm assuming I need to see one of those to do that?
Unfortunately, you've got no line of sight there.
Okay.
Ivy looks rough. If you can see her.
Did you get hurt? I don't think I can do anything.
I look beat up, that's all. But you can't see me, I don't think, from where you are.
Okay. What can I do then?
Aid another, or another guidance.
Roll a dark one. I'm gonna roll that one and then check this choice. What does this do?
You need to touch your ally,
Right.
and the target gives a so your ally can
Mhm.
add a D4 to one ability check of their choice.
So
Attack, or an ability check, or...
So from where you're at, you can
Sorry, go ahead, Jared.
From where he's at, he can touch Vaderin.
Yeah, that's what. That's about all I can do. So I'm gonna cast.
Since he's been covered with goo and was gonna need to make a save, that's actually really smart.
I don't think he got covered with goo.
Okay, well, whoever it was.
I can't touch them. Okay.
I got covered with goo.
You can walk through the door to touch the other person, though. You can walk through an ally square. You just can't stop in it.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I don't think I can even do that because I was like back here.
You're too far.
Yeah, I could barely get there, right?
Okay. Oh.
So I guess I'm just gonna cast guidance on Vaderin.
Okay.
And I'll just touch him and say, "My pipes are with you."
Always giving him the pipe.
And I'm giving you the pipes.
I believed you the first time. Thank you for your continued support. Yes.
My pipes are always with you, don't worry. And I think that's all I can really do from where I am.
All right. So that brings us to the enemy. The one in front of Ivy is going to make an attack. And that's a 14.
What?
14. Does a 14 hit?
I couldn't hear the number.
14.
No, absolutely not.
And the other one makes a roll with advantage. 17.
Nope.
All right. So the first one comes in with a dagger. Trying to do an overhand. You catch it with your shield and just bang. and in the same motion, you block a crossbow bolt from the other one. So, with that, that is the end of their turn, and we are back up at the top of the round to Kyie.
Can I go around this barricade to get the one on the other side? Yeah, that guy.
Easily.
Okay. And first roll, I'm still rolling with disadvantage.
Yep.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11, unfortunately, does not hit.
Okay. Actually, let me check something here. Do I have a target?
Sorry?
Sorry, I'm just checking something. And with that, I'm just gonna, like, there's gonna be a deep sigh, and she's like, and just firebolt directly in front of her.
Okay, sure.
So
wait,
I just like
firebolt in action? Didn't you use your main weapon?
Shit, it is.
Yeah, so
it is. I can't
in
do
action.
that.
You can use.
I
you can
did.
use your
I did.
offhand,
I
but
did.
not
I'm
firebolt.
sorry. I thought because it's a cantrip. Yep. Yep. Well, I guess then I'm using my offhand.
Okay.
I was like, I just don't want to roll. I just want to be free.
Fair enough.
That's fine. Okay. Does a 13 hit?
13 hits.
Thank God. Wait a minute, the first one would have hit. I didn't add the 5.
Okay, well, resolve your damage, please.
I forgot 5. The first one would have hit. First one would have hit. Okay.
Roya, Miles.
Brain is not here today.
Miles, I'm laying upon you a sacred duty. Go take your wife some water.
Yes.
I have so many beverages.
She's got good husband. He's already done it.
I actually didn't do that, but I do sometimes, yes.
Yeah. No, you brought.
That one's not what.
Sorry,
first,
guys,
the main hand
sorry,
weapon
guys, hang
would
on
be.
1 second. I'm getting a crackle. Okay, there. I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So
something.
Radiant. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the damage?
So the main weapon is 5 piercing, 2 radiant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Your sword slices across his chest, bringing him low, and again, that black blood spurts out of his neck. So, give me a Constitution saving throw again.
Yeah. Hey! 18! No, wait, 16. 16.
Okay, you managed to avoid the effect. So that is one more down, and there's one left on the field.
Do I have movement to get to that guy?
I think you have used up your entire movement, Roya. Hang on, let me check.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move 1, and yes, you can get to him.
So I will roll this just straight because I'm no longer. No, it would still count
Until
this
the
turn,
end of
right?
your turn, yep.
Okay. 18. And it was 13 on base this time.
That's a hit.
So that's 18 total.
That's a hit.
So that with the 7 with the short sword.
So, Ivy, as you're blocking the creature, all of a sudden you see Kyie comes sliding in, kind of like bullet time style. Take this thing out at the knees, and then through the back. And yeah.
Well done.
And now we both roll again because it explodes?
Pretty much.
Thank you. What?
All right, so Constitution saving throw for Ivy and Kyie, please.
14.
14 passes.
A 19 and a 2.
So, Ivy, you are, as ever, stoic, calm. You just get your shield up and it takes the batter. Kyie, unfortunately, the kobold falls right on top of you and just covers you in this ichor. So you're just covered in sick. But with that, the sounds of the battle fade, bouncing off the corridors beyond, leaving you only in silence in this deep, dark room. And let's take a 5-minute break, guys, and then we'll come back, okay? Continuing on, guys. So, the room around you is deathly silent. The walls drip with condensation, and with being so far underground, you can hear it every so often. There are small streams of water flowing down the rock and striking the stone floors. The scent of damp is all around you. What would you guys like to do? Is there anything you want to do in this moment in these rooms?
Sorry, I just missed that last bit. What's all around us?
Just the scent of damp and
condensation.
Yeah.
Okay. I think in the resulting breath of not so fresh air, Ivy's looking pretty not great. Is that right?
Yeah, not super great.
Welcome back, friend. I see you've been busy over there.
One could say that, yes.
If you don't mind, I would be willing to give you a hand, as they say.
I would be most grateful.
Okay, so we'll do a lay on hands, and up to... Do I have to roll for that?
I don't think
I
so.
think
I think
you
you just have a
choose
pool.
point pool. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to make sure.
Bobby's gonna pipe up and say, "Hey, what happened? You pulled some levers. I couldn't really see from where I was."
Yes, I managed to find my way through what seemed to be some form of ancient temple. And, well, I heard a commotion, and then I heard your pipes, and so I knew that it was you, and I came running and found a lever, and I suppose I found a secret passage, and luckily it was you, and now I'm here.
The passage, by the way,
That's one benefit of having loud bagpipes in the middle of the...
Oh, sorry, 3 people talking at once.
Sorry, guys.
Oops.
The passage is clearly visible, by the way, on the west wall.
Okay.
What can I tell about the age of it? Does this look like original construction? Does this look like added construction? Does this look like magical?
Give me a history check.
While you're rolling, Vaderin will place a big, thick, firm hand on Ivy's shoulder and restore 15 hit points.
That sounds nice.
I think that's a 5.
A 5. You can tell the stone's old. You really can't tell how old or what type of architecture it might once have been. The stone around you is very crumbled, but it's very tight-fitted. Like, the masonry is a very, very thin layer. Like, it's almost been pressed in. And
it's tight.
Yeah, it's very tight. It's if you've ever seen a Roman arch and you've seen how the stones are almost set like concrete, it's very similar to that. All right.
Well, guys, I don't know if this is original or not, but it definitely it looks well built.
Mhm.
I'd say it's been here as long as I have.
How long have you been here?
Ivoc totally just asked it off screen.
We both
I
say.
don't know, like since the beginning of the city, I guess.
Would I know how long that is?
About 100 years or so.
She starts counting on her fingers. Well, it was before this and before that, and like
Your bees fingers too.
yeah, like I count on some of the bees in front of me. You specifically know where like that was at least 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
figure like maybe around 100 years.
Poppy is very senior, experienced in life. Okay. And I'm using like the inside of like a clean part of my jacket to just wipe my face off. And I'm going to pop my scarf that I have on my character up and under my eyes and put my goggles, a clear
Yeah.
set of
Sorry
goggles
about
on.
that.
It's like, okay.
With that, and I'm gonna send over. What were their names? Norman.
Norman. Oh, there was Norman, and Norman.
No. What were their lady
Yeah.
names? Because they're all ladies. Drones are all ladies.
Jackie. Aren't they
Jackie.
all
Jackie. I'm gonna send over a couple of Jackies to like beat their wings and clean your glasses off for you.
Thank you. And I'm going to very carefully not touch or harm the bees. So, new digs, or no, new threads for you, my love.
Yes, I wound up fighting an undead, and it cracked my armor, and so once I felled it, it was, well, I'm not one for looting bodies, but I sort of didn't have a choice. It was either this or come unarmored.
Sorry, Kyie, you're taking their arm?
No, Ivy took armor.
Or Ivy, sorry.
I would
What
not
happened to
normally.
yours?
It was cracked. It was damaged in the fight with the undead, and so once I had killed the undead, I took its armor.
You mean these kobold things?
No, there was something else entirely.
What kind of something else?
A woman of. I'm not sure how long she'd been down there, but she was dead and yet alive.
Like a
Did
fallen
she?
citizen?
Wow, that's so cool. When did that happen?
Just like 5 minutes ago.
Was not a vampire.
No,
That is deeply
Not
unsettling.
Like while we were in here?
yes.
Oh.
Did the body decay away?
Yes, when I
Good,
Right.
not a lich
finished with
then. Maybe.
Does that sound
Can
like
I
anything
roll-
we know? I ask Ivoc.
Like any we know?
Can we roll, Jared, to try and identify it?
Sorry, you guys split out. Sorry, I was waiting for things to catch up. You can roll me
I'm gonna perch on Ivoc's shoulder.
roll me an Arcana, please. Sorry, guys, something's up with my internet connection. So if I don't answer you right away, please just give me a second. I will catch it eventually. I hope.
So I just talked through how Ivoc is supposed to roll the Arcana with advantage with my aid.
Okay,
So he rolled a
I rolled a 20.
20.
Nice.
18 plus 2.
Ivoc, given your leanings, and Poppy, given your connection to chaotic magic, between the two of you, Ivoc maybe listening to Poppy and very slowly piecing together half-heard tales, you recall stories of long-dead heroes who, while not retaining their souls nor any consciousness, sometimes rise to protect burial mounds or their graves or long forgotten battlefields. They rise in response to desecration rather than as a direct summoning of the corruptor. And though they are opposed to the corruption, they are indiscriminate in their killing of intruders.
So,
Like, just so I'm understanding, they're rising in response to some sort of spell that kind of blinds them to what is the good and the bad.
Typically,
is that right?
Typically, it's not so much that they're blinded.
And they're just reacting.
Typically, it's not so much that they're blinded. It's just that these are corpses operating off muscle memory and nothing else. Like they aren't meaning to. They don't have any conscious will behind what they're doing. They're just acting. Many of them were guardians of a certain place in a certain time, or they had a strong connection to a place that they fell, and the bones are animated not by the will of any spirit, but simply by memory. Memory that is a magic all of its own. So,
did they have any markings on them that would tell you where they came from?
Typically, it's more involved with whatever they're carrying, like their weapons or their armor. That's more indicative. The bones themselves are merely a conduit for the experience of that fallen warrior.
Stuff. Ask her when they dissolved.
When
And sorry, the body dissolved? Yeah, okay.
You said their bodies dissolved when you defeated them? Did they leave behind any things? Stuff?
So to clarify,
Poppy asks.
The armor I'm wearing.
Can we take a better look at it?
Yeah, I move forward. I have history of local legendary ancient people, ancient Fae, Fiend, and undead as well. But
Identify.
I'll make a history check on the armor, maybe history.
Vaderin, as a holy man, perhaps you have some knowledge too.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be interested to take a closer look, but I'm not prepared to identify something magically today.
all right. So who wants to make the history check?
I'm thinking more like any to
Any what?
any religion or caste.
Yeah, so I'd make. I can do a religion check on that.
I can do a history.
Okay. We'll start with Miles with the religion.
19. Okay.
Okay. You'll probably get more than I will. I got a 13.
13. So there's not much about the armor that strikes you. It's well made. It's
No
clearly
sigils of any kind.
It's clearly ancient. There's not really a symbol of a god per se. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase this. So the metal itself is a very gleam. Even now, with as ancient as it must be from the design, it's still a very gleaming set of armor. Still very beautiful. The black metal is inlaid with these silver runes that are almost reminiscent of ravens in flight. In fact, in several places there are ravens, and their feathers are cast off as glyphs to in what you would see with your religion check as symbols of warding and protection. And just as you think you're kind of putting your finger on it, the glyphs almost shift just ever so slightly. Like, you'll examine a piece very, very carefully, and then you'll move along, and then you'll go back to double check, and things have just shifted ever so slightly. A rune has just ever so minusculely twisted its edge and changed its meaning. Not into anything malicious, mind, but say it's going from the word protection to the word ward, or the word safeguard to the word safe hold. You know? It's almost as if the armor is changing.
Multilingual.
Yeah, it's changing in response magically to the person wearing it. Now, to go to the history check.
19.
19. You don't know anything about this set of armor in particular, but the style of it is very, very reminiscent of examples you might have seen of Arlanian or Arlavanian pieces from just after the Dark War. It's definitely well made. It's got it is a piece of full plate over mail. It definitely provides excellent protection, and it definitely would protect a wearer very well despite its age. But it does bear the hallmarks of Arlavanian weapon craft. Just the way that the plates overlap and their shape. Like, rather than, say, Avari, which again is another culture on Itheros, Avari tends to have more ridges in the pauldrons, whereas Arlavan tends towards smoother slope designs. The breastplate is well made. It's curved. It's obviously been shaped for a woman, like with the shape of the ribs. It's not boob armor, but it was obviously made for a woman.
Boobies!
No boob armor. Boob armor is a bad idea. You hit it right in the center with a war chest, and it just goes.
Yeah.
Boobs. Boobs.
Okay, boobs. But no, the plate is sloped, and it's obviously been shaped for a woman. But again, it's definitely not ceremonial. This was a warrior's plate. This was meant to take blows. This was meant to protect somebody. You can tell that just by the way that it's been shaped.
Yeah. So just Kyie would know. Roya doesn't remember. Which side was Arlavan on during the Dark War?
Arlavan and so Arlavan, Avari, and practically the whole world was against. Sorry, I need to go back to my notes. Give me a second.
Was against the undead.
Yeah, it was against
armies.
the undead armies. It was against Remeria.
Deep lore.
So it was all against.
Yeah.
It was all against Remeria.
Yeah.
Arlavan.
Elven?
Sorry.
Was Arlavan Elven?
Arlavan was. It's a mixed race country, even back then. There are several different fiefdoms, especially within the countries, but every country is of mixed origins, more or less.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not like there's a.
Is this Ivy or Kyie wearing these armor?
It is Ivy.
Ivy. Okay.
Yeah. So Kyie will, and you're saying this period is after or during the Dark War?
Concurrent or directly after?
Just after.
Concurrent or...
This might be as old as my people. That's what kind of says this armor might be as old as my people.
To clarify, there aren't many examples of weapons and armor from the Dark War. It was a horrendous conflict, nearly 2,000 years ago, right? So there's not really a whole lot of physical evidence left. Like there's one or two sets that would kind of give you an idea that might be in the Silverstand Museum of History and Arms, but it's not like there's a ton of these particular suits running around, right? Yeah.
It's certainly an interesting piece of history. There's, you can see, but on the glyphs of protection, well, now it says warding, and now it says shielding. Like, you can see how there's, if you just look at it from this angle, it sort of changes, yes?
Should I take it off? Do you think it's cursed?
Well, it's protecting you, and it says protection, but, I mean, it doesn't feel cursed by my eye, but
I mean, if it's protecting you, and you haven't noticed anything bad, like stabbing in your ribs, I think you're probably okay.
It's a very good point, Poppy.
So far, I haven't felt any sort of ill effect. Perhaps after this, I'll have it examined.
I think that would be wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably keep it on while we're down here, though, at least. I mean, you've already got it on.
Certainly. Otherwise, I would be completely bare and, well, what else is down here?
My guess, just because kobolds, something bad that they are.
One of them screamed something about a sacred rat.
Rot.
Hey, did any of you get that?
Rot? Was it rot?
Sacred rot. R-O-T.
Sorry. Say again, Poppy. The bees are kind of loud. They're still on my goggles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come here, guys.
It's
come
okay.
on.
They're not. They
on.
just make it hard to hear you. It's fine.
I just wanted to make sure that none of you guys got any of that yucky stuff in, like, your mouths or your eyes, because, like,
I
that's
already
what the nurse
got
said that we should avoid, right?
Yes, it is. But thank you.
Nobody got any in their mouths or eyes. Mouth?
Too late.
Mouth?
There's so much. I swallowed quite a bit.
It's all out now, but I mean, I hope so.
I'm probably going to go throw up in just a second to get it out of my stomach.
I like immediately get out my wineskin and I'm like pouring, like trying to pour shit down your throat, but you're like,
I got it. It's okay. You were saying before I distracted you, Poppy. Sorry, you were saying about the little guys that we murdered.
Don't swallow the shit.
Yes.
And something about
But keep the armor on, and we'll check it out after.
Sacred rot?
Rats and rot.
Rats and rot.
Before they,
they
rot
metal or something.
Yeah. Wait.
Undying
is rot?
I likely misheard. I just ran in and found everything and stabbed a kobold, and then it yelled something, and it's probably sacred rot. I thought I heard rat, but there's a lot going on.
Did they not say dragon?
I thought they said dragon. But I mean, it is a sewer. Usually. It's pretty echoey. There were bagpipes. We'll find out.
They did say Deathless King and Lord of Death.
I think I remember that part.
Which part?
The Deathless King. And the dragon something or other.
I was too concentrated on playing my pipes. I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, yeah. It was beautiful. Good job.
You did very well.
All right, guys. So the room around you, there's the secret entrance that Ivy just came through. And that's... hang on one second. There we are.
Were there any junctions off that tunnel we should go explore?
I will pull up my cell phone map.
Not really. It was a pretty straight route here.
But you looked at.
So, aside from the the door you just came through, there is the entrance here that Ivy entered, and then to the south here, there's another hallway that seems it's quiet. There's no light beyond shining down it. So, those are your options for moving forward.
On
Well, I thought we go down the main tunnel. We got this map. We might as well follow it.
Yes, we have more to root out here that may be the source of some of these strange kobolds and this icky ichor.
Icky Icar, I love that. And you're clever.
I do my best.
All right. So, what's your guys' marching order?
With that, Poppy's gonna like fly over and land Darren's shoulder instead.
Okay.
Or
Hi, is this okay?
yes, this is fine. Just you know, I don't always like people touching the top of the head, but if you know,
Okay, I just pat him on the shoulder instead.
appreciate it.
All right, guys. So, what's your marching
Noted.
order? Who's going first?
Darren would go close to the front, if not in from the front.
Okay. Who's next?
Well, Poppy's on his shoulder, and she's gonna knock a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Poppy's on his shoulder.
I think I would probably take up the rear so that we're defended from behind as well.
All right. Ivoc.
Oh wait, does anyone have dark vision?
I guess I would let out a big sigh and just kind of fall in behind Vaderin.
Okay. And that leaves Kyie right about here.
I'd probably want to be in front of Ivoc if that's okay with you, Ivoc. Just because I am not ranged.
Hey, I'll go wherever you guys want me to.
No, you're fine.
I'm
You're
just-
fine. I'll just be like
Are
lightly.
you worried about being at the back? I don't want to leave you alone. But Darren, I think I should stay.
It's okay.
No, it's okay,
You'll be able
Ivoc.
to know where I
You
am
can
at all
go in
times.
front. I'm sorry, you
It's
go in
okay.
front. I'll go next to Ivy. I'll go in front of Ivy.
Yeah, you two need a moment to catch up, of course.
Yeah.
You two need a moment to catch up.
Yeah.
Fully understand.
You'll be fine. You guys will be able to find me if I get left behind. It's okay.
All right.
Yes, I fully, yes, I concur. And he's still like sort of feeling a little bit of a ringing in his ears.
All right. So, you guys are. What's the plan? Where are you guys headed?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead. And what's your passive perception?
Not great, but I'm gonna say Vaderin is trying
13.
to be
14.
quiet, but it's not gonna be great.
So 14.
Yeah, 14 on the passive perception.
14. Okay, what about Ivy?
14.
Okay, and what about Poppy?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 12.
Okay. So
You're 11.
you're just one.
And Ivox is 11.
Okay, so you guys are all just one shy of spotting the trap. And Vaderin, as you are passing about the midpoint, your foot all of a sudden hits a loose stone that kind of sinks in.
Oh, not again.
And then you hear a whistling sound from either side of the wall as darts begin to fly out and try to attempt to strike you. Everybody, please make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm in trouble.
What?
Dexterity saving throw.
30 save.
Am I still rolling a disadvantage, or are we out of the poison condition?
I think you're out of the poison condition at that point.
You didn't
Okay.
write yours in. Why didn't you write in?
Dirty 20, baby!
Oh, wait. Well, this should be okay still. No, it won't be okay still. Maybe. I still have guidance, maybe. If we're well, a minute's probably gone by, but I would still
guidance,
have.
and you would still have.
I would
Bardic
still have
inspiration.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you still have both.
Oh, come on! I missed the tray. All right, that is now instead of a 14, it is a 19. Thank you, Ivoc.
Okay, Ivy, what do you got?
My pipes are good for
5.
some things.
Ivy got a 5. Okay. What about Poppy? Mila, what did Poppy roll?
10.
10. Ouch. Okay.
10.
And what about Ivoc?
5.
Okay, so
I rolled a dirty 5.
Vaderin
I mean,
and
a nat
Kyie,
5.
Nat 1 plus 4.
Yeah, he rolled a nat 1, actually, but modified 5.
Yeah. So Vaderin and Kyie, you two are able to sense what's going on. Vaderin, because your foot hit the trigger and you felt yourself falling, so you immediately tried to throw yourself to the ground.
I'm gonna say I'm still sensitive to the vibrations of sound thanks to the bagpipes.
Fair enough.
I'm like busy stroking Vaderin's hair, even though he told me not to touch his head.
And then Kyie, you've got a well-tuned sense for danger, especially for things that are faster than you. The rest of you are unfortunately caught flat-footed as these hypersonic slingshot esque stones fly out of small holes in the rock that are well disguised from the sides. Ay, ay, ay! Look at this. Ghetto critical, guys. Like dirty critical. So, everybody
That's the beast's number.
No.
Everybody except for Vaderin and Kyie take 16 or 18 damage, and the rest of and Kyie and Vaderin only take 9.
Oh, that doesn't sound good though. Only 9. Okay.
We are
I
very low
was-
for that.
Well, it's a good thing that you healed me
Okay.
earlier, Vaderin.
I don't understand what just happened.
You guys triggered a trap.
You got hit with.
Do you make a noise as you fall to the ground, Ivoc?
I mean, there's a big from my pipes.
All right. So the shots fire out on propelled glyphs of air, and they strike with almost hypersonic speed. Those that miss you crack against the stone on the far side, and that's when you hear the portcullis fall behind you, shrump, and lock itself down in place. The far side screams open, and yet more kobolds come pouring into the breach. All right, guys.
Sorry, is Ivoc unconscious?
He is down.
Okay,
He is
Oh.
down.
Okay.
I'm at
He
half.
has fallen limp.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, good thing he's in front of me. I'm going to say Ivoc's down.
Oh, not the pipes. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay. Hold
so
on. a
sorry.
minute.
All right. So roll for initiative, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
EK.
20 to 25.
TPK.
20 to 15.
Sorry, you want initiative?
Yep.
Do I roll 2?
Yep.
No.
You do.
17. Actually, you might as well, because you need to make your saves.
5.
Nope, +2.
Plus 2, 7.
All right. So far, Poppy is with a 17 is the highest. 15 to 10.
16.
11.
All right. Kyie, Ivy, 10 to 10 to 5.
6.
Okay, so Ivoc got
You at
6.
least go before Ivoc so you can heal him before his death save?
So Vaderin, then the
He's
foe, and
free.
then
He's
Ivoc.
fine.
Okay, so our order is Poppy, Kyie, Ivy, Vaderin, enemy, and then Ivoc. So Poppy, start us out.
All right. So where are the dudes and where are we?
So, just as the portcullis falls, a door
Dude.
slams open, and 3 kobolds come racing in,
Whoosh.
each of them bearing the torches with black fire on them.
Vaderin, what ear did you gesture to that you said was like ringing the first time?
Whichever one you were not next to.
Sweet. Okay, you know what this means, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. So Poppy is going to let out a blood-curdling scream directly into your ear.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to... Except she can only pew once because we're only 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to shoot at the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
For a total of 5.
To attack? To hit?
Yeah.
Do remember that you do have an inspiration token, each of you.
Oh,
Do I?
Right.
All of you have an inspiration token from last game.
All right. Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to cast my bonus first, if you will allow it.
Sure.
Pretty please. To mark them as my enemy.
Sure.
This front one as my enemy.
Sure.
Okay. That is better. That is a... what did I roll? The 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit.
17's a hit.
That's 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my swarm to, instead of doing more damage, push him 15 feet backward
Okay.
into his allies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the D4, because he is marked as my ally, is going to an additional, or he is marked as my enemy, is going to do an additional 2 damage.
Yeah, you took him out. So that first one, he burst through, and you just, as you said, you let that scream out, and you let that arrow loose, and all of the rest you see is this shining shaft as it strikes the kobold, and these bees as they drive it back. All right.
And hear a scream. A blood-curdling scream.
Blood-curdling scream. Probably, you can't really tell if it's from Poppy or from the kobold, but there is a scream. So.
Mostly Vaderin. Here's it.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do, or you want to do for your turn, Poppy, or is that it?
No, she's going to stay on Vaderin's shoulder. She likes it here.
Okay, that's good to know. Kyie, you're up.
So Kyie is going to pop to the side a little.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's 1,
and get in
2,
front of
3,
yeah.
5,
Yeah,
6.
right about not all the way. I don't need to go all the way up. I am purposely not going all the way up. I'm going to the front of Vaderin.
Okay, yeah, that gets you right there.
Like out of explosion range.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can get your name right.
It's okay. It comes from another language.
Vader in. Darth Vader in. Vaderin. Vaderin. Vaderin.
And I am going to cast. I can even actually be. Well, no, I'll stay there for now. I still have enough movement if I need to. I'm going to firebolt cantrip at this guy. No, I do have to roll to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
All right, that's a hit.
and that's 1d10. So that is 2. Is that a 2? Yeah, that's unfortunately just 2 fire damage. But if things are flammable, that could have been better.
So your spell leaps forward as you drive forward. The kobold does manage to duck, and it avoids the worst of it by catching the firebolt on its shoulder rather than in its chest. It kind of looks at you as it prepares its next move.
Okay. Well, I still get the rest of my movement and bonus action.
You've pretty much used up your movement at this point. Because you came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Well, still doing better than most of the party.
Mm-hmm.
So, get Ivoc back up!
All right. So with that...
And I'll be ready.
Oh.
And I'll be ready.
Okay. So with that, it brings
adjust my scarf, protect my face type thing.
So with that brings us to Ivy.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I cannot really get in there. Is there anything I can do? Can I sort of like peek where there's a little bit of space to the right and shoot with my crossbow?
You may definitely do so. Actually, you can stay right where you're at and shoot. You can see them quite clearly.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had to avoid people in front of me. Not super great with my crossbow, but I think it's about all I can do because I just don't have enough movement. I might like move one up just to be like closer to Ivoc, but I don't have any healing potions or any healing abilities, so I can't do anything, but I can like at least be somewhat closer. Mm-hmm. 12 to hit?
12's to hit.
Oh, sweet, okay. I do 2 damage.
2 damage. So as Kai's firebolt hits one shoulder, you pop around with your crossbow and you let off a hit, and it strikes the other arm. The creature, it's starting to look a little desperate, but Kai, you're close enough to see this frenzied fire comes into its eyes as it hefts that black fire torch before it, and it begins to grin with this manic madness in its expression. All right. So if that's it for Kai, that brings us to if that's it for Ivy, then that brings us to Vaderin.
All right. So Ivoc's still down. Vaderin is kind of cringing and shaking out the sound from his ears while trying to stay present in the room, having just been bludgeoned and now maybe slightly deafened for a temporary amount of time. Someone said Ivoc. So he will try to. Is Ivoc right behind him?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That actually makes that very easy. Okay. He will sort of just shield up and try to reach down to where Ivoc has sort of fallen, and with still balancing Poppy on his shoulder. Right? Mm-hmm. Or did she move?
No, she's still on your shoulder.
Okay, I couldn't see her. And then the let's do a cure wounds. I just had it. Where'd it go? Okay. Could you touch or gain save number hit points equal to 1d8?
1d8 plus your charisma modifier, I think, isn't it?
Which will be a lot better than what I rolled. All right, so yeah, he gets over and feels around behind him for some heart of Ivoc to touch, and a very dull glow sort of sets in just through his thick, meaty hands. And you take 5 healing hit points. You regain 5 hit points.
Do you touch his pipe?
Say it again.
Touch his pipe. Woohoo!
I don't try to touch the pipe, but I think I touched the pipe. Yeah. Does it like reinflate?
Travis. Poor Travis. He has risen. All right. So, anything you want to do for a bonus action?
Thinking about it, he'll just say, "That's for the pipes. Thank you previously." And yeah, bonus action. I don't think so. Right now, maybe we only know of 2 more kobolds still, right? It's just those 2.
Mm-hmm. So far, that's all you know.
That we see.
Yeah.
You might want to move up,
Yeah.
but it's all you.
How are you looking, Kyie? Sorry.
So Kai's right ahead of you, right?
I'm probably looking better. Yeah, I'm pretty bloody, but I'm probably looking a little more stable on my feet than anyone else behind us.
Yeah.
If you had to judge, of my repository of strength left, you'd say I'm about a half full cup.
Okay. How about I bonus action Shield of Faith, Kyie, then?
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to get hit a lot.
Is this? No, it is range. Okay. So a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature. +2 bonus to AC for as long as I'm concentrated for 10 minutes.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one's going to
So sort of the backwards reach to heal Ivoc, and then there's the forward, like, okay, your turn, and just sort of tearing out a little piece of parchment will sort of scatter it in your direction, and it's just like this pathetic little fragment of parchment that dissipates in your direction, and you feel that little extra glow around you.
Awesome.
Very faint.
All right. So the first kobold just gives this wordless scream as it comes up. It drags the torch along the wall, leaving trails of black sparks as it moves to attack Kyie. That's a nat 1. So
my sword is just radiating light out for 20 feet. Mm-hmm. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah. So Kyie, you slap down that attack easily, right in front of you. He gets right in front of you, and you slap it down right there. So that brings us to the second creature. He can't get close, but you know what? He's gonna go for the guy you. No, he's still prone, so he wouldn't be able to see him. He's gonna go for Poppy. That is 17. Poppy?
I think that hits. Poppy, does that hit you?
Poppy, does a 17 hit? Okay. So you take 4 damage. The other guy, he whips his sling above his head and Poppy, you see the lodestone coming for you just a second before it bang slams into your shoulder, spinning you on Vaderin's shoulder, and you grab a hold of his hair to hold on to yourself and keep yourself from toppling over. So, with that is the end of the enemy's turn. Ivoc, you're up. So, Ivoc, because you're prone, you have to spend half your movement speed, 15 feet, to get up onto your feet.
Because you fell unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, I let out a big groan.
Mm-hmm.
Struggle to push myself up.
I took a dirt bath.
Shake my head and be like, oh, my pipes aren't down yet. And then I would like to move, I guess, just in front of Vaderin.
Mm-hmm.
Over there. It's at the very front.
No, that's him in front of me.
Oh, sorry.
And
Just kidding.
what was I going to do? I would like to cast.
You could do that from all the way back there.
I guess I could have.
You don't have to move for that if you want to stay safer.
Don't move up. Just stay
Never
safe.
mind. I don't want to move. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Undo.
I would like to cast Fairy Fire. Just behind the first one, I guess, or just at the first one there. I think it hits.
Yeah.
It'll hit both of them.
Okay.
There's
then
two
I
still,
need to-
right?
Yep, there's 2 still. I gotta. And that's a 4 and a 13. So the one behind it misses, but the one in front gets hit.
Perfect.
So now people have advantage on
Love it.
attacks against them. Perfect. All right.
Huzzah!
Anything else you'd like
See,
to
good
do?
spell. As a bonus, you could use your bardic.
You still have Bardic Inspiration with it?
Mm-mm.
No, right?
He used it.
He used
Yeah,
it.
use the inspiration and the guidance would have faded by
So
now.
this is where, thematically, sorry guys, little sidebar. Thematically, it would make sense to do your other ability because.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Well, that's the wrong mouse. Sorry, guys. Tales from Beyond is all about your ancestors giving you guidance, right?
Yeah.
You've fallen unconscious. Now you've come back to life, let's say. You know, you saw the tunnel. You heard a whisper of ancestors. This would be a good time to do one of these. So what you do is you essentially roll your d12, and you can give whatever you roll as a benefit to someone in
I think-
place of doing your normal d4 of Bardic Inspiration.
I think it's only a D6. You can only roll his Bardic Inspiration die for it currently. So I think you can only use a D6.
But it's a d12 of options.
Yes.
Oh, d6 to select a tail.
Yeah.
And 1 to 6. Okay, so you're going to do 1 to 6. So roll a d6. If you want to do that, that's up to you.
Well, I don't know
Sorry.
else I would do that.
He will eventually.
You might as well. It's a bonus. Let's try it out.
Sure.
He will.
Are you guys cool with that?
He will eventually gain
Yeah, for sure.
access to all 12. But
Yeah.
for right now, he's just got.
Yeah,
the first
sorry,
6.
that was my bad.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
I
well,
just think this is fun and like thematically perfect for him to try this out. So I'm still kind of talking him
yeah,
through what
Jay.
his options
Hell
are.
yeah.
Yeah, not a problem.
okay, well, I'm
We
going to
love
cast
the newbies.
Tales from Beyond then.
So, yeah.
5.
5.
Oh, except this one is an action. No, it's a bonus, but it's an action to bestow. So you call it up now, and next turn you give it to someone. So you spend a turn channeling the spirits,
Okay.
and then next turn you pick who you give it to.
Okay.
So you rolled a 5. So the
Yes.
5 on the table. You want to read this out?
Tale of the Avenger.
That's right. So one creature 30 feet within your sight,
Yeah.
or a target damaged by a creature can have 1d6, 1 bard dice. So right now, what is that, a d6?
Yes.
Yeah.
That they can add
Bard is
to an
60.
attacking creature or of force damage to an attack for up to a minute, as long as you're
That's
concentrating. So that's pretty epic.
Interesting. Okay.
So 1 minute is what, 6 rounds?
10.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Yep.
So that's fucking awesome.
Okay. So what now then? So I just
So you've called this energy, and it's like spirits of your ancestors, I don't know, whatever, in your bagpipes swirling around you. That's up to you to decide.
okay.
And next turn you can bestow it upon one of your allies, or
Or upon
one
himself.
creature in your sight, or one creature in the target site damaged by a creature. I'm not sure how we're reading that, Jared.
And take a look.
I would just say one ally within your sight.
For 1 minute, any creature that hits the target with a melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of your Bardic Inspiration die.
say it makes sense to give it to an ally.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to read this, so
Okay.
that's what I would do because it's
But
easy.
so I rolled my 5, and then.
So you're giving the
But that's
power of
that's
the
it for now.
Avenger
But that's it for now.
Yeah.
on your next
So
turn
essentially-
as your action.
So essentially, what you're doing is you're putting a shield on somebody that when they get hit, the thing that hits them is going to take damage for the next 10 rounds.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you are under concentration now, so you cannot cast another concentration
Which means-
spell.
So if you
So,
get hit, you're going to have to roll to make sure you maintain the spell.
Gotcha.
exactly,
Okay.
and you cannot cast 2 concentration spells at once.
Okay.
All right.
But then I already did
So
that, though.
he will have to drop Fairy Fire next round.
Yeah. In order to do that, he would have had to drop Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So with that, it brings us to Poppy.
No.
We're all learning. We're all learning.
It's okay.
New abilities are fun.
Heck, even I'm going to be right there with you, Travis. In a few days, I'm going to be picking up the 2024 Player's Guide. So I'm going to have to relearn everything I know about D&D all over again. So don't worry about being new to something. Don't worry about making mistakes. That's part of the fun. Okay?
And there's so many subclasses that, like, all these things, you may not necessarily come to it until you've played one. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
we're learning at it together. It's okay. This is super. I think this is super thematic and super awesome.
Okay.
So can
I'm so happy for you.
Good decision.
Can I offer you a tale that would come to your mind as this happens?
Sure.
Okay. So
Why not?
So as you rise, holding your pipes, you feel them warm in your hands. And as you do, a vision comes to your mind, a place of mountains, a place of jagged peaks, a few lone survivors of a shattered people, the few survivors of a mad mage's grasp for power. And as you rise, you are filled with their fury. You sense a blade biting into your back, just in time for you to turn and strike back a blow. You feel the spirit there with you, and as the pipe reaches your lips, you feel the spirit rise within your music, ready to aid another. So offended. So, with that, it comes to Poppy's turn.
Poppy's gonna go pop, pop, and shoot.
Which one are you going for?
Actually, this time,
Mhm.
no, it doesn't make sense. She's gonna shoot another arrow.
Okay. Gonna do the B push again?
I think I'm gonna do standard attack and see what happens.
Okay, which one are you gonna attack? The one in
I'm going to switch
Sorry, you're
my
breaking up, Mila.
target to the one at the back, though.
Okay, so you're doing the target at the one in the back. Sorry, you're breaking up a little.
I'm changing my foe, my favored foe, not the favored foe, but whatever it's called,
Mm-hmm.
to the one at the back.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks. That's a 7.
Okay, that's okay.
So, I don't hit, I don't think.
No, I'm afraid not. So he gets the torch up
Okay.
just in time, and your arrow sticks right in the center of it. Whack! It's like a 1 in a million shot. He managed to get this thin little stick right up in front of his eyes.
Then I am going to... I'm just gonna quick fudge. And as a bonus.
Mhm.
I think it was my bonus to move the.
It would have been your bonus to
Favored
move
foe.
the thing. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's
I'll
it.
use my action or my movement to reload.
Okay.
And I will actually take off into the sky so that I stay in place when Vaderin moves over.
All right. Sounds good.
Or moves next.
Awesome. Kyie, you're up.
And swipe
Okay, go for
the
it.
guy in front of me.
Main blade.
Nat 20, baby. Main blade.
All right.
Ayy. So that
he's
is
dead.
double damage on the.
He only had one hit
Oh.
point. So,
That is wasted.
but you know what? I don't want it to be a wasted d20 for you, so I'm going to say that as you strike him, you push him back, so you don't need to make a Constitution save on this. Just because
I'll
don't
take that.
I hate wasted 20s. You know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll say
So
that
I'll.
rather than. How would you feel
Whoosh.
about giving him the boot, Sparta style?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So rather than attacking with your blade, you just come up with your boot and bang, strike him right in the jaw, pushing him back. He falls to the ground, the ichor oozing about him. Okay, that's one more down, guys. Good job.
Can I close the distance? Actually, yeah. Can I close the distance without like getting into the door,
Yes.
or make a quick perception? Like it wouldn't be an action to do a perception check.
No, it'd just be
'Cause we're all
it would be
pretty
on
haggard.
Earth, yeah. So you're gonna attack him first?
Nat 20 again on perception.
Okay, you're making a perception
It's-
check, not an attack.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like the dice felt that it was wasted. Yeah.
Okay, so
Miles, come verify.
no, it's okay. I trust you.
I think your crit was so good, I like disconnected, but
Okay.
same internet connection. So, wild. I will come verify if you want.
You can if you want. It was on the wife dice, by the way, Sharayah. Those double nat 20s.
Hey.
Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm just waiting for the model to load.
Thank you, honey.
Oh,
Oh, good, a model.
So you might not
Oh,
otherwise have seen
My
it,
screen did that.
but as you look through into this area beyond, you can see that there's a slick area that's filled with kind of the same substance that's leaking out of these creatures, the same rot. And laying in it, kind of camouflage, you see a humanoid body with an elongated snout covered in what might once have been green scales, but now they're a sickly, dull brown. And it notices that you've spotted it and kind of rises up to its height, pulling back its hammer. Well, won't you make a fine offering? All right, so you have spotted the commander. Well
Okay,
done.
and I'm just going to say, big motherfucker. Big motherfucker incoming. And bonus action, the little dude in front of me.
Go for it.
I love that.
Let's go. That is a dirty. Well, it's 17 plus 5 is math.
Yeah,
What is
that's
the math?
21.
22.
22.
22. So I'm assuming that hits little dude.
That does.
Uh,
I'm assuming you're
and
gonna
that
body him.
is. Well, 5.
5 is just enough. You slash. As you spot him, you the kobold in front of you leaps forward, thinking he sees a chance. You bury your sword to the hilt, twist it, and withdraw it. I need you to make a con save on this one, though.
I do have scarf and goggles on. Does that help?
Unfortunately, no. They aren't magical, and
It
it's
was
a
worth
magical
a shot.
disease.
Does 11 save?
11 does save. So your scarf and goggles
Okay.
take the brunt of it, and you're able to avoid the worst of the sickness that would have come over you. You do also have 15 feet left if you want to move forward.
And there's that
Or wait,
that
not 15 feet.
20
you have
perception tells me
20%.
there's no.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have got. He would have gotten a surprise round if you hadn't.
Yeah. So there's no like if I step in, I'm not going to set off another trap.
You didn't spot one, and yes, it would have spotted the trap if there was one.
Okay. So can I step off to the side of the door? Would I make that in?
You can definitely do that. Hang on
Like-
1 second. There we go. All right, so you can go. I think you've got 20 movement. So that's 3. There you go. You're off to the side. All right, and that's it
Yep.
for your turn, Roya. That brings us to Ivy.
Yep.
Okay. So he's in there.
You can always
Let's
dash.
see.
if you want.
Yeah, I think I might.
Oh, so for
I think I would just quickly.
sorry, just quickly for Travis because he wouldn't know this. Travis, so if you ever need to close distance quickly, you have what's called the dash option. So you can spend your action, what you would use to attack, to move twice your movement speed in your turn. Oh, sorry, Sharayah.
Yeah, no worries. First thing that I would do is just quickly look at Ivoc and just say, "Are you okay?"
Ouch.
I kind of ignore her because I'm still concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm still communicating with my my ancestral spirits.
So there would be a physical
He looks
sign.
dazed.
What does the spirit look like as it swirls around you? Like, who is the spirit that you summoned?
Maybe your eyes roll into the back of your head, and
So I'm kind of just
something.
looking off into the distance. I'm not really looking at anything. And there's a
It could be like this vapor coming out of your
ghostly
pipe if
mist.
you wanted.
A ghostly mist that's kind of that doesn't really have a shape to it. That's just kind of swirling around throughout like the different pipes coming from my bagpipe, and I'm softly like mumbling something that's almost incoherent. But I'm not really aware of anything else that's going on around me.
Okay, so as you, so you can.
Oh,
see
we've
that
lost a
he's-
video.
Oh, we lost Roya. Roya, hello.
She
Oh,
she's just trying to fix something.
oh, not a problem.
She's still here.
Okay, so so that would be what you see regarding Ivoc.
Okay, then I would look up at Vaderin and say, "You go forward, I'm staying with him."
Okay.
Because to me this looks concerning, and so I'm like, I'm not leaving this guy's side until I know that he's actually okay.
Okay.
Admirable. I will do what I can.
All right. Is there anything Ivy wants to do other than that?
No, that's it.
All right, Vaderin, you're up.
Okay, what can I see in the room right now from
So
where I am?
you can see directly in front of you. You can actually see the guy who just rose up. Like, you can see him directly right in front of you.
And it's just a larger meaner kobold, right?
It's a large lizard-like creature. You're not sure right now what it is. It's
All right.
reptilian.
Yes.
You can see a large frill running down its back, but where it might once have been a proud and well-manicured fringe, it's now tattered, and you can see spots of rot grinding through it.
Okay. I think I only have one slot left. You've already been noticed, so that's not helpful. Yeah. Okay. Let's charge on forward. How far can I get? Probably not past the doorway, hey?
You can get to the doorway.
Okay. And people can still like sort of maneuver past me or no if they were
No,
to
you're pretty tight there.
try to.
They can slip by
Okay.
you, but it costs them twice their movement.
Okay. And Kyie is there. Okay, I don't see any other enemies in the room now that I'm there.
No.
Okay. Sorry, I had an idea and now I'm kind of like, well, that doesn't work here. I think perhaps the direct approach may be best, or I could try one thing that may or may not work. Oh, it's right there. Okay. I think we will attempt to channel divinity.
Okay.
Which I have here somewhere. There we go. As an action, I channel some challenged emotions and focus them into a burst of magical menace. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you, which will be our foe, will make a wisdom saving throw if it can see me. And I am not being subtle upon my entry into the doorway.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. On a failed save, the target is frightened of you for 1 minute. If a creature frightened by this effect ends its turn more than 30 feet away, it can attempt another saving throw to end the effect on it.
Okay. So he can't willingly move towards you. So what does this effect look like?
Okay. So I think as Vaderin sort of is stabilizing himself after other people have sort of adjusted and moved where they've gone, and he's sort of getting his bearings again, and he can hear properly again. He sort of acknowledges Ivy's suggestion and starts to sort of lumber forward, and then breaks into a bit more of a run towards the doorway, and starts clanging his battle axe on his shield, and he's actually starting to get quite a bit visibly like there's sort of like this just extra tinge of not quite fury, but certainly a dark focus in his eyes as he's sort of staring down the new foe ahead, and he sort of enters the door and just bangs his shield against the door to announce his presence.
And what does the channel look like within him? Like, what does this magical effect look like?
Oh, sure. So yeah, I think with each sort of hit, there's like maybe like just this sort of pulsating glow as he's clashing together on the way that sort of emanates from his core. It's again like a very, very dim, earthen, but like like a faded earthen glow that sort of just emanates from within his core as he strikes them, and eventually it sort of radiates outwards once he sort of opens himself into the room.
I need everybody else to make a perception check, please. Actually, no, just Kyie.
What did I do this time?
Only Kyie. Only Kyie would be able to see this.
9 on the dice, plus
Okay.
3, that's a 22.
Sorry, 9 on the dice? Plus 3?
19 on the dice.
Okay. I need everybody except for Vaderin and Kyie to hop off the call for a second.
Or deafen?
Or deafen, yeah. That's what
Deafening now.
So,
Sorry, I keep doing this.
Vaderin, as you rise forward, the light spilling off of you, you are able to you seemingly grow more and more larger and larger. Your face takes on a gaunter mien. Your lips are pulled back, and Kai, as he is passing by you, you'd swear that for a second his lips almost peel away and he almost looks skull-like as the creature before him begins to back away ever so slightly. Usaba! Usaba! All right. Everybody back in.
Do I get... No, sorry, keep muted.
Yep, sorry.
Do I get an undead tinge from that?
Not off this, no.
What did it say?
But it looks
Sorry?
skeletal.
Sorry?
It looks skeletal?
That's up to him. Mouse?
Sorry, I was just clarifying. What did it say?
Usurper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you were using your channel of dread, yes?
Dreadful aspect, yes.
Yes. So yeah, when you use that, you do take on certain aspects of your prime
Of the source, yeah, okay.
of the source. So yeah, so he would have looked very skullish for a second there, but it passes so quickly. Kai's gonna wonder if she even saw it, and her tattoos would not have alerted at all.
No react. Okay.
No react.
Okay.
Okay. All right, bring everybody back in.
Oh,
All
hi.
right. All right.
We're
All
back.
of you hear the
Oh,
thing. All of you hear the thing scream, "Usaba! Usaba!" But he cannot come any closer. Vaderin, is there anything else you'd like to do? Sorry, Miles.
Other bonus actions I can do. So
Oh,
could I just do a quick some kind of recognition check, like a history of?
Sorry, a history of what's in front of you?
Yeah, like what? How could I? What would I use to try and?
Medicine or
Oh, okay.
survival?
Oh, okay. How about an A7?
7? This appears to be some sort of lizard folk, though it is heavily... It's been heavily either damaged or taken over by whatever this rot is on the ground.
Oh, so okay. Okay, last thing, as he's sort of banged, and it's like, look what you have done to yourself in this mess. That's about it.
All right. So that brings us to the foe. He cannot willingly step towards Vaderin. So he's going to make a throw of 2 javelins. That's a 20 and a 7, both on Vaderin. Oh, sorry, he has a disadvantage against Vaderin, so that first one would fail. And the second one is a nat 1. So he tries to throw 2 javelins at Vaderin, but he's so frightened, his hands shaking, that he cannot do it. He retreats back through the black growth towards this hallway over here. All right, and with that, It is now Ivoc. Oh wait, sorry.
Okay,
Before I start, sorry, I should ask Vaderin. Is that when it starts its turn, or when it ends its turn, it can make a saving throw outside of 30 feet from you?
If it ends its turn,
Okay, so he gets a chance. To
more
end.
than 30 feet away. Yeah.
Nat 20. So
Okay.
as he's turning to run, he actually kind of skids as if shaking his head. You will not take the heart from me. I will eat your still beating pump. I will feast upon your liver, and I will give your guts to to our king, to our festering lord. All right. So with that, it brings us to Ivoc.
Okay. Slowly the mist that's been the spiritual mist that was floating around me fades away. My eyes blink back into focus, and I kind of get regain my bearings, and I make eye contact with Kyie.
Kyie?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Ivy.
No, just 1 second.
Sorry.
Just as like just to be with like kind of
Give her a wink.
a look of I got this kind of like I'm not
Good.
I'm good now, or I'm kind of I'm yeah, if that makes sense. And then I quickly, and then as quick as I glance at her, I kind of jump forward towards the doorway. I move up these 3 squares. I
3 squares.
do.
Yeah, there's 3 squares right there.
That's 4. I want 3.
Yeah. Oh, was that
3.
4? No. That,
One more.
Yeah, drop them down then.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. It looked like 4 and yeah. And then I think that's close enough. What is that?
You give it to
2,
Vaderin?
4, 5.
How many squares
I wanna
is he
move-
from who?
He's 20 feet from Vaderin. He's 20 feet from Ivy, and he's like 10 feet from Poppy.
Oh, was it Ivy that was behind me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
That's I meant to say that's Ivy that I was doing that to. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay.
I
Sorry, Kyie.
was misunderstood.
We
Sorry.
were having identity crisis.
It's okay. It happens. We're together all the time.
All we see is the tops of your heads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to move up another 2.
Mm-hmm. 1. Okay, that brings
Yeah.
you here. Yep.
And I should be within limit to give Kyie the Tales of the my Avenger spiritual ancestor.
All right.
Where is the enemy right now?
He's at
Way the fuck
okay.
over there.
That's why it felt safe moving so far forward.
Yeah. Okay.
And that gives me a D6, right?
Yes. So
Yes.
whenever
It's
you get
essentially
It's hellish
So
rebuke.
whenever you get hit, you can do a D6 damage back.
of force damage as a reaction.
Okay, got it.
Just auto hits.
Then
As long as he can concentrate.
I have to concentrate still.
Yeah.
I thought once I
you have
gave
to keep
it
concentrating?
away, I didn't have to do that anymore.
No,
Once he's bestowed it, does he continue concentrating?
He's got to hold on to that spell for the next minute. So that is his spell for.
Yeah.
That's his concentration spell for as long as
You
it
could hold
lasts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So as long as you want it to be active.
I think that's my move.
So as a bonus,
As a bonus, some healing would not go amiss to anybody around you.
She doesn't have
I don't have
Bonus
healing.
healing?
We should
Okay.
give you heal. We should change that out when we level because we need more healing in this party.
Apparently.
I think I'll take it too. That's it for you because you don't have any other bonuses.
Yeah.
So action and move.
Yeah.
He's done.
So yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. So I get this like weird ghostly vibe.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I get this,
Sorry?
I get this weird ghostly vibe. Like, does the mist settle into me? How explain
Oh,
how
gosh.
you give me the story.
Oh man.
You hear a voice that's kind of like his.
So I guess the way I would picture it happening is, I guess I would like step forward to where I was, and then I don't know if I'd do the bagpipes. Would I do? Yeah, I'd have to do the bagpipes. And I would give a very soft note on the bagpipes, and out of the one of the pipes comes the mist, and it flows forward towards you, and kind of swirls around your head and around your body, and then kind of disappears into almost
like that.
your. I want to. I'm going to say your face. It kind of flows into your face at the end, and kind of disappears, and you get like this, this look of realization on your face, and
Yeah.
and almost more, I guess, look of more determination or something like that. I think that's how I'd picture it.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Poppy, you're up.
Sick as head.
Ancestor, guide me now.
All right. So, Poppy, you're up.
Maybe?
Oh, no.
How
sorry,
far away am I right now?
How far away are you?
You're way back here.
Yeah.
You're way back here, but let's see what we're dealing with. So you'd be about 75 feet back. If you were to come out here, you'd be able to see him.
That is, I mean, where I was perfect for my 80 feet of crossbow range.
Yeah.
80
You
feet,
just wouldn't
holy.
be able to see through the door. So, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to move up and through the door because why the fuck not?
Okay.
I'm just going to fly over everyone's head.
I think the closest you can get is right there. Or you can settle on Ivoc's shoulder again.
All right, that's fine.
Small creatures aren't like they don't take the penalty.
Oh, yeah, no, but that's as far as she can
All
move
right,
with
well, I'll
her,
just-
with her speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll flip back up to Ivoc's shoulder because I like that vantage point, actually.
That's
Okay.
Vaderin's shoulder.
Is that Vaderin?
Vaderin.
That's Vaderin.
Darren.
All right, I'm going to flip back up to Vaderin's shoulder, and I'm about to pat him on the head, and then I'm like, "Ooh,"
All right.
and shoot off a crossbow bolt.
Go for it.
I need a dices, and a dices, and a dices. Oh, excuse me. What is it to move my... That's the wrong mouse. Sorry, 1 second. What did I just write? Favorite foe on a hit. Mark for a minute or concentration. Increase damage on first hit. I'm going to call my favorite foe again.
Mhm.
To mark it on Big Bad.
Mm-hmm.
You! Don't run away, you coward!
Mm-hmm.
Look at how big you are, and look at how tiny I am! And then I'm gonna loose my bolts.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 11? 11.
Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit.
Fish a mish.
All right. It just raises
Then
up
that's
this tortoise shield. It just raises up this tortoise shell shield with these two great spikes out the front and takes the blow on it. You.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
will skin you.
I'll get you next time.
I will skin you and make you a trophy upon my shield. All right. So with that, it brings us to Kyie.
So I noticed when he left, he avoided the mushrooms. He wasted movement going around these things, right?
No, he booked it right through. But these aren't really mushrooms. They're kind of like it's kind of like a mixture of a grove and a soup. Like there's a bubbling black mass similar to the pustules you guys have been encountering, flowing across the floor here.
I just feel like that's a bad, right? Like that's just very obvious.
So, yeah, maybe don't go through that.
Yeah, I'm going to say don't step in the goo. Avoid the goo.
Make sure you fly over that, guys. Oh.
Yes. Do I feel like I can safely jump the goo over this little path here?
You probably could.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that to save some of my movement.
All right, give me an athletics.
The smaller. I am going to move to the thinnest point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics it is. That is a 23.
23. You managed to just leap right over, and that lands you right about there.
Do I still have movement left to stab a bitch?
Unfortunately, no. That's used up your movement.
Okay, then action.
Mm-hmm.
Going to try Firebolt again.
Go for it.
That is a 14. Does that hit?
Unfortunately, no. Again, he gets the shield up and blocks it.
Well, does the shield catch fire?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, at least I'm more directly in combat.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything bonus action. Just let me check.
Would your radiant sword still be active, or would that have come to an end now?
Yeah. No, it only drops if I do a short rest or long rest, or I purposely drop it, and we didn't take a short rest.
Okay.
Oh, right. I can blood mark on a bonus action. And I don't think that's a spell. Blood maledict. I can invoke a blood curse the number of times per short rest based on my level.
Mm-hmm.
What does amplification? 1d4 necrotic. Sure, why not? That's 2 necrotic damage I will be taking.
Mm-hmm.
Blood maledict. What do you do, blood maledict amplified? Where is it? Curse of the Marked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, I should be doing that way more often. If I hit him with an active Crimson Rite, I roll an additional Hemocraft die. Wow, that would have been good to know! That said... Oh, I'm not going to amplify it this turn, then. I will amplify it next action.
Okay.
Because I'm not taking an attack on him right now.
Okay. All right.
I should know more about my abilities.
All right, Ivy, you're up.
I am going to dash.
Okay. So that's 5. This one costs you 2, so that's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. and you can end up right there.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Don't step in the goo.
All right. And then that brings us to Vaderin again.
So, yeah, it's turned back to fight. I think, yeah, is it? I'm just trying to see in the shadow there because there is a way around, right?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There's a long way around this way.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think as Ivy is charging by, and as the fear run has sort of ended, and there's sort of this re-engagement, he's made his statement. Now he will follow through on his own threat, and also sort of barrel through the room here. Let's see. Perhaps just up to where would be easiest to jump across without jumping across.
Okay, that'd be right here.
Okay.
Okay. You still have 20. You still have 10. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 feet of movement. So you could jump across if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Athletics check, you said?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, it would definitely be athletics. That is a 17.
17. You jump right across this thing, no problem, and that lands you right about there.
Oh, okay.
With Poppy still on your shoulder.
Oh, really? Okay. In that case, well, yeah. Could we be? I'm not in anyone's way per se, I guess. Am I?
Winning.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine then. I'm not close enough for a direct attack. So we'll another little one of my brown bolts. Let's see if I hit that.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
No, that's a full action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was the jump part of my action?
The jump is your action, right? If you jump, that's.
Oh, not part of my movement. Okay. Okay then. Oh. Sorry, that changes things.
Do you want to go back to where
I
you
need
were?
to be hurt for that. Okay.
Do you want to go back to where you were before the jump?
Maybe just the space behind Kyie.
Okay. All right.
And that hopefully gives people the sight lines they need as well.
All right. Anything else you'd like to
We'll
do?
call it there. Yep.
All right. So that would bring unless you have a bonus action.
Yeah, that's it.
His turn. Yeah. All right. He's going to move in on Vaderin. Your head will make an excellent trophy. Your skull upon my mantle. Your teeth upon my neck. So that's a 15 plus 4, 19. Vaderin? 19?
On Vaderin?
Yep. Is that a hit or not?
Yeah, okay. That is my armor class.
Okay, so that would be a hit.
19 is my armor class.
Yeah, so it would hit, and that's going to be 7 damage for the first hit. And then a 9 plus 4.
7, you said?
Yeah, so you took 7 damage, and then the second one would have hit, would have missed. So you try to get your shield up in time, but he changes his angle and comes up under your shield, bashing into your ribs with the club in his hand. You adjust quickly and force your shield down.
Sorry, I'm losing half of this. I missed half of what we said there.
Sorry, you took 7 damage, and his second attack failed. Hang on.
So it was 7 total.
Yep, 7 total.
I heard a nice description, but I didn't know what happened.
It's okay. I'll do it again.
Okay.
So the first attack,
Oh, you're good.
You try to get your shield up in place, but he at the last second he changes angle as swifter than you would have thought possible, sneaking it up under your ribs and bashing into your armor. You quickly adjust though, and you bring your shield down, trap his great club to the floor for a second, so that he can't make that second attack. He pulls you close.
Okay. And in that case, I will use my reaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry?
sorry, I missed what he said there.
You are prey, usurperkin.
Okay, I will say back to him. I'm not sure that means what you think it means, but perhaps it takes one to know one. And that will be my hellish rebuke on him.
Okay.
There we go. Dex saving throw, right?
Yep. 17.
Ooh, that probably beats it.
So does he take
Half as
half
much,
damage
okay.
or no damage?
It'll be half. So we're working with a 6 and an 8, so it'll be 7 damage total.
Okay. And that's
damage.
already halved? Miles, is that already halved? Or is that that before I knock it in half?
Sorry, it was 14 total, so 7 halved, yes.
Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Sorry, my link is getting a little tenuous here. There we go.
Yeah, all good.
right.
Thank you for clarifying.
So with that done, Ivoc, it's your turn.
First. So for the way I understand it, I have to keep concentrating.
But that only matters if someone hits you.
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Anyway.
it only matters if
So-
someone hits
So
you.
you
or
can
if
still
try and
throw
cast a
daggers.
spell.
And
Okay.
thank people.
Okay, then I'm gonna move obviously into the room and to the right.
20,
1, 2, 3.
25, 30. This is as far as you can go. Here.
Go here.
Just up one. I think up one should be good.
Okay.
Can I go up one, back left? Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
And can I try and throw a dagger at him? Is that within
How
range?
far away is he?
He's within range. He's
Scroll
within
over?
30 feet.
Yeah.
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 Make your attack.
Okay, then I want to
Dagger.
try and throw a dagger at him.
Yep.
I'm gonna do throw it down D20.
Yeah.
15
Yeah,
plus
plus
4, 19.
19
So
is
then
a hit.
roll.
And then
D4 plus your...
and then I roll a D4.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a 4.
So go crit plus
Your dex.
Dex.
2. 6 damage.
Oh, I did something.
4 plus 2.
How would you like to do this?
Got me.
Shit, okay.
Right nice.
Um,
Right in the throat.
so I guess I'm gonna come running through the door
Mm-hmm.
and kind of scoot off to the right. And then as I come to a stop, I pull a dagger out from my belt. And with surprisingly accurate and quick ability, I throw it, release it, and it flies over this bubbling pool of goo
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and lodges directly into his chest Right into his heart.
All right, you slam that dagger into his heart. driving him
Precise.
backwards. He tries to grab it. My death means nothing. You worms, you have accomplished nothing. And then he falls directly onto his face, and a black pool of blood begins to spray out around him. So
Cool.
So yeah, actually between Vaderin, you didn't take damage because it was reaction on attack. So you guys actually did the right thing, because he had something very similar to the ghost power that Vaderin put on Kyie.
You mean Ivoc?
Ivoc put on Kyie. So good job, guys, and welcome to level 4.
Oh shoot!
As the last,
Does that mean basically short rest?
Basically long rest. All your resources will be returned to you. Now, I'm just going to finish up the scene, and then we can. I think we should call it a night. It's about 10 o'clock. But
I did some.
As you look around,
Ivoc's first kill. Was that your first kill? Sorry, Jared.
not a problem. So as you guys look around, you actually notice a set of doors off to the west, and a small hearth glow shining from underneath the doors. There are no sounds in the undercity ruins around you. Only the rattling final breaths of the lizard warrior as they rebound across the cave. But from beneath, for a moment, you could swear you hear it. A rumbling. A promise. A wind that carries nothing but rancid breath. And that's where we're going to end this session, guys. Let's take a minute and clap each other on the back. You are now level 4.
Woohoo!
We did it!
Oh.
You.
Guys, I killed something.
Yay!
You did it!
You do have pipes.